What's up, travellers? Welcome back to the channel. ASJ Aviation HQ coming at you with another video for you guys today. Today we have the third episode, third part, third installment of my YouTube series celebrating 100 plus Dreamliners. Of course, celebrating the fact that I have 100 individual 787s in my 1-to-1 scale collection. Of course, this episode is going to be focusing on the number 51 to 75 in terms of 787s, and of course this video has the majority of them are entry models aircraft going into the newer phase of the 787 collection. Before we go any further into the video, if you're new to the channel, welcome to ASJ Aviation HQ. If you like this sort of content, model plane reviews, airport updates, model unboxing, and of course infinite flight ventures, and of course collection videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel below. Dim that bell icon to be notified when videos go live on the channel. I have a great bunch of videos coming very soon, including a massive unboxing that you don't want to miss. So go ahead and subscribe, dim that bell icon as I've just mentioned, and go ahead and check out my socials in the description below. Of course, if you made it this far into the video and you like what you see, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and of course share this video to your friends and comment what you see at the moment, as that would really help me out moving forward into the future of my channel. So as mentioned, this is part 3 of 4 in the 100 plus Dreamliner series. As I mentioned, going through the 787s from number 51 to 75. So let's go ahead and dive straight into the video. So starting off the video, we have 787 number 51, an Air India Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. This is registered as Victor Tango-Alpha November Delta. Was delivered to Air India on September the 18th, 2012. It is a 2012 release by Phoenix Models, and it arrived into my collection in September of 2019. Here we have 787 number 52, a Darejet Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. This, of course, is a private aircraft. Registered as 2-Delta Echo Echo Romeo. It was delivered to Darejet on August the 4th, 2016. It is a 2019 release by JC Wings, and it arrived into my collection during September of 2019. Number 53 for today, we have an Emirates Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. This aircraft doesn't have a registration as it isn't an actual aircraft. It was a fantasy released model by Gemini Jets, released in 2018, and it was delivered into my collection during September of 2019. Emirates did order some 787s in the past. Of course, they did eventually cancel their order for the 787-10. They have, of course, now ordered the 787-9s, a direct replacement to the 777-8 order. Of course, that order comprised of 787-9s and, of course, the A350-900. So this, of course, was number 53, an Emirates Boeing 787-10, released by Gemini Jets in 2018, and it, of course, arrived into my collection during September of 2019. 787 number 54, we have an EVA Airways Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. This is Bravo-17802, the first of my 2 EVA 787-10s. This was delivered to EVA Airways on June the 19th, 2019. It's a 2019 release by Phoenix Models, and arrived into my collection during September of 2019. Here we have 787 number 55 for the series, the best one of the lot, the Air New Zealand Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, registered as Zulu Kilo November Zulu Echo, often mistaken as the All Blacks livery, but officially called the Black Fern livery. This aircraft was delivered to the airline of Air New Zealand on June the 30th of 2014. The first ever 787 to be delivered to an airline, especially of the -9 variant. This aircraft was released by Energy Models in 2019, and it arrived into my collection during November of 2019. Go ahead and check out the model review I did of this aircraft in the top right corner right about now. Number 56 for the series, we have a Boeing company, Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This is November 789 Echo X-Ray, wearing the Boeing House Blue livery. This aircraft is now operating for Air New Zealand under the registration Zulu Kilo-November Zulu Charlie. It was delivered to Boeing, or rolled out for Boeing on April the 23rd, 2013. It is a 2019 release by NG Models, and it was delivered into my collection during November of 2019. Number 57 for the series, we have an All Israel Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This, of course, is 4 X-Ray Echo Delta Foxtrot, wearing the 70th anniversary retro livery. This aircraft was delivered to Israel Airlines on August the 10th, 2018. It's a 2019 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection during December of 2019. Number 58 for the series, we have a Junior Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This aircraft is Bravo-20 Delta 1, wearing the colourful petals livery. This aircraft here was delivered to the airline of Junior Airlines on August the 29th, 2019. As a 2019 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection during December of 2019. Number 59 for the series, here we have a Vietnam Airlines Boeing 787-10, the first of my Vietnamese 787-10s. This is Victor November Alpha 879er, was delivered to the airline of Vietnam Airlines on August the 14th, 2019. It is a 2019 release by Gemini Jets, and it was delivered to my collection during December of 2019. Number 60 for the series, we have a WestJet Boeing 787-9. This is Charlie Golf Uniform Romeo Papa. It was delivered to WestJet on February the 19th of 2019. It is a 2019 release by NG Models, and arrived into my collection during December of 2019. Number 61 for the series, we have a Aeromexico Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This is X-Ray Alpha Delta Lima, wearing the Quetzalcoatl livery. This aircraft was delivered to Aeromexico on October the 11th, 2016. It is a 2019 release by NG Models, and arrived into my collection on February the 7th of 2020. Number 62 for the series, we have an Air Titanui Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This is Foxtrot Oscar Victor Alpha, nicknamed Bora Bora. This aircraft was delivered to Air Titanui on June the 20th of 2019. It is a 2020 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection on February the 7th of 2020. Number 63 for the series, we have an American Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This is registered as November 832 Alpha. Was delivered to American Airlines on November the 14th, 2017. It is a 2020 release by NG Models, and it was delivered to my collection on February the 7th, 2020. Number 64 for the series, with a Qantas Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This is registered as Victor Hotel Zulu November Golf, wearing the nickname Gilaroo. This aircraft was delivered to Qantas on November the 13th, 2018. It is a 2019 release by NG Models, and of course this aircraft was delivered to my collection on June the 24th of 2020. Number 65 for the series, we have an Etihad Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, the first of my Etihads for this video. This is Alpha 6-Bravo Lima Charlie, wearing the ADNOC Choose the USA livery. This aircraft here was delivered to Etihad Airways on July the 27th of 2015. It is a 2020 release by JC Wings, and it was delivered to my collection on July the 6th of 2020. Number 66 for the series, we have a British Airways Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. This aircraft here was the first of the 787s for British Airways, and is registered as Golf-Zulu Bravo Lima Alpha. It was delivered to British Airways on June the 26th of 2020. It was a 2020 release by Gemini Jets, and it arrived into my collection on August the 4th of 2020. Number 67 for the series, we have the second of three Etihad Airways aircraft. This is the Etihad Airways 787-9 Dreamliner, registered as Alpha 6-Bravo November Delta, wearing the Manchester City FC livery. This aircraft here was delivered to Etihad Airways on October the 16th of 2019. It is a 2020 release by JC Wings, and it arrived into my collection on September the 4th of 2020. Number 68 for the series, we have a Bamboo Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This is Victor November-Alpha 818 and is nicknamed Samson Beach. This aircraft here was delivered to Bamboo Airways on January the 14th of 2020. It is a 2020 release by NG Models, and it was delivered to my collection on September the 22nd of 2020. Number 69 for the series, with the last of my four Junior Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners. This one being Bravo-20 Echo Charlie, wearing the Oriental Ruby livery. This aircraft hasn't yet been delivered to the airline of Junior Airlines, but it was a 2020 release by NG Models, and it was delivered to my collection on September the 22nd of 2020. Number 70 for the series, we have a UAE Presidential Flight Boeing 787-9 BBJ. This, of course, being a Boeing business jet aircraft. This aircraft is registered as Alpha 6-Papa Foxtrot Echo, and was delivered to that company on March the 14th of 2017. It is a 2020 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection during September the 22nd of 2020. Number 71 for the series, we have a Vistara Airlines Boeing 787-9, registered as Victor Tango-Tango Sierra Foxtrot. This aircraft was not actually delivered to Vistara Airlines. In fact, it was not taken up via Vistara Airlines, and I assume this airframe is now under the registration flying for Lufthansa Airlines out of Germany. This aircraft was a 2020 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection during September the 29th of 2020. Number 72 for the series, we have a Singapore Airlines Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. This is registered as Niner Victor-Sierra Charlie Alpha, of course that being their first ever 787 in their fleet. This was delivered to the airline of Singapore Airlines on March the 14th of 2018. This is a 2020 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection on September the 29th of 2020. Number 73 for the series, we have a TUI Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, registered as Golf-Tango Uniform India Lima. It was delivered to the airline of TUI Airways on March the 15th, 2018. It was a 2020 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection on October the 5th of 2020. Number 74 for the series, we have the last of my Etihad Airways 787s. This is the 787-10 Dreamliner, registered as Alpha 6-Bravo Mike Hotel, wearing the Dreamliner livery. This aircraft was delivered to Etihad Airways on January the 21st of 2020. It is a 2020 release by NG Models, and it arrived into my collection on October the 20th of 2020. Go ahead and check out the model review I did of this aircraft in the top right corner right about now. Last but not least, for today's video, we have 787 number 75 for the series, a Bayaman Bangladesh Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This is registered as Sierra 2-Alpha Juliet Yankee. It was delivered to Bayaman Bangladesh Airlines on December the 19th, 2019. but of course was not taken up by Hainan Airlines. This aircraft was released by JC Wings in the year 2020 and arrived into my collection on October the 27th of 2020. And that will do it for today's video, guys, going through the third part of my 787 series, of course celebrating the fact that I have 100 individual 787s in my collection. Part number 4 will be coming out very, very soon, so stick around for that. You don't want to miss out on that. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel below, and then that bell icon to be notified when videos go live on the channel, including the unboxing of that massive C5M Super Galaxy in 1:200 scale by Gemini Jets that was released in the April release. If you did enjoy what you saw, go ahead and give a thumbs up below and leave a comment below about what you enjoyed in this video. Which of these models you saw in this third part of the series you liked the most. If there are any of the models you saw in today's video that you'd like me to do a model review of, let me know in the comment section below and I will do that for you guys. If you would like to see the full playlist of model reviews I've done so far on the channel, check out the playlist in the top right corner right about now, and I hope you enjoy what you see. Go ahead and support my social channels. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, and there's my airport's website. And of course, go ahead and check out my Patreon account if you would like to support my movements on social media even further. If you'd like to support the movement of all my plans to expand my model airport, grow my model collection, and of course have a new setup for my creations on YouTube, go ahead and check out the top of the description below where the Patreon link will be linked. But of course, go check out my Instagram, my Twitter, and of course my website. Of course, check out the website via a PC or a laptop, because of course it's not compatible for a mobile device. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see some more, on the left hand side, soon enough, will be the most recent video on the channel. On the right hand side will be the full playlist of collection videos on this channel, and of course in the middle will be where you can subscribe. But until next time, guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.